الأسطوري الجرار ريفنجر.
Oh my. Whoa.
Carpet coming in from his ass. Oh my god. Actually is in danger. Talk to me, he says. And he gets it. Well played there by ExCaL. Good at hunting.
What is coming? With a technical. All right into between the forces. Well done. Here kills the 2 full outposts.
Well, hello guys, and welcome back to what is semi-final 2 of the World Series 2025. We are in for a treat, for sure, with this set, and we finally have an answer to the most asked question of the last 18 months, and that is, where is ViViD? And here he is. He's, after probably a year plus break, did enter the World Series this year, and he's made it all the way to the semi-finals. So super scary. I know he's got a lot of fans. But at the same time, he is playing, in my opinion, one of the 2 most improved players of the last 12 months, and that is TrucK. Now, you might be saying, who's the other one? And we've actually probably forgotten about him a little bit this World Series. But prior to this, he had some very good tournament results in both 1v1s and team, and that is of course Mojo Jojo as well, who unluckily for him did meet ViViD in round 2. But yeah, I think Mojo and Lift are probably 2 of the most improved players. Not standing up, little black clat if that's you. I'm not standing up. Yeah, they're 2 of the most improved players, I would say, over the last 12 months, and here we now have Lift going up against ViViD for a place in the semi-final. The map picks and bans are literally going on right now. I think they may have just about finished. As you probably have guessed, it is a replay cast, but it is as live as we can get it. I am right hot on the player's tail, so as soon as that replay comes in, we're going to be jumping on straight into it. You may say why. We did multiple tests with different hosts, and it was a very, very high latency. So, yeah, there's obviously a lot of geography involved here. We've got ViViD residing in Malaysia, TrucK in Iran, and I'm obviously in Europe. So, with all that at play, I think, yeah, the distances are a factor. But who knows, in the future, we might be on a platform with Generals Online where these issues aren't a problem. So yeah, I'm super hyped. I'm super excited for this set. In current form, I genuinely don't know who's going to win this. I see in the poll that most of you guys are going for ViViD. ViViD, of course, has a super good tournament record, but as I say, I think TrucK is playing really, really good at the moment, so we'll keep our eye on that. Now, I'm going to show you a website which is linked into the description. It's something new with the World Series this year, so shout out to Joker, who was the main worker behind this website. It is called the zhworldseries.com, and it's been a great way to keep up to date with the matches, the bracket, and what's been going on. And yeah, I'm going to have this little opportunity to give a shout out and a breakdown of the actual prize pool, which is very, very crazy here. So there's your grand total right there. We have a lot of sponsors, a lot of generous sponsors, so I don't know if, certainly not in my previous casts, I haven't actually gone into depth, but we're pretty deep into the tournament now, and this is my last cast of the tournament, so I think it's only right for me to acknowledge the sponsors and for everyone in the chat who keep this game going. AK Bologna, Oxygen, Calabro, and Finn Dharma all going in massive numbers there, so huge shout out to them. Sustained and repeat sponsors in B Legacy and Anti-Pro, always sponsoring stuff as well. Lodderidin and Red vs Blue as well. Jazz, who's the host, done a good job this year, contributing as well. And the list goes on, guys. So through this website, you can see all the people that have generously donated to this prize pool, and that is what our grand total stands at right now. One thing which is also new to the World Series this year is the map pick and ban system, which has just taken place. So from round 3 onwards, there's a little link where players take it in turns, and you can see the whole format, as I say, on this website, on who's picking the map, who's banning the map, and you basically have the maps then laid out in advance, and that's quite interesting, actually. There was definitely, I found it, yeah, an extra layer really to this year's World Series, because I'd normally pick my map as I would go in a set, and sometimes I'd change my decision based on where I'm at. When you pick in advance, you obviously can't change your decision. So yeah, there's definitely thought that needs to go into your map choices and the order you want to do it. So that adds a different layer. Now, for those who don't want a spoiler, because I appreciate the other semi-final happened less than 24 hours ago, go and make yourself a coffee or go for a little walk, because I'm about to show you the bracket. So just give you a little minute for that before we hop over. So here's the bracket, and this is where we are right now. We're on the right side of the bracket for ViViD against TrucK, and the winner will basically be going up against me. I've made the final from the left side of the bracket, and the loser will be going up against Marikar. From a personal note, my 4 mates, my 4 clan mates, are all in this final 4, so yeah, it feels really good, to be honest, that we basically meet each other on the battlefield, have a good slog, and see where we come. But the top 4 places are all receiving huge prizes this year, so I think we're all very grateful to be able to entertain you guys with good games for this prize money. The set today, if you actually want to break down, because this was mentioned yesterday, the set today, and hold on to something as I tell you this, is worth $3,000. So that is the difference between the guaranteed 4th place prize and the guaranteed 2nd place prize. So yeah, a $3,000 set, that is not bad, and it is a best of 13, of course, this afternoon. Right, here comes the interesting bit. I saw this coming in live, and we are in for a treat with some of the maps we have got here. And let's take you through it in chronological order. So ViViD won the coin toss, which doesn't actually make that much difference in this new system, but it just means ViViD's map will be played first. And ViViD, of course, gets to ban the first map, and he did ban Blue Hole, which I can understand that. I think everyone will know that Lift is pretty well versed in Blue Hole, and he likes that map, so I think that's a wise choice from ViViD. And I also think this is a wise choice from TrucK, because ViViD's look pretty menacing on Blossoming Valley, which is one of the older school maps. But this is where I am super hyped. The first 2 map picks as they came in were Shiva's Paradise and Kuju Akakawa, and I think these are super awesome maps to see GGs on. So yeah, really hyped to see how they play out. And then the next 2 bans I actually thought were super interesting. A little bit left field, ViViD banning Sakura Forest. So didn't want to get deep into fighting over oils and in different locations on the map, it seems. And likewise, TrucK interestingly banned Tiny Tactics, which I'm a little bit surprised about, to be honest. I thought that would be one of the maps Lift would have favoured himself, especially after picking Kuju. I feel like if you like Tiny Tactics, you like Kuju, so that I found a little bit interesting. But then the next 2 are also splendid. The classic Vendetta and Oxygen 1 for TrucK, so 2 very interesting maps there. We've seen less of Oxygen 1 actually, so that'd be interesting how that plays out. And your final 2, if we could potentially end super wonky here, the Egyptian Oasis, it's not been picked that much, and AKA's Magic. So we gave these 2 sponsors a shout out. Oxygen 1 is a tribute to Oxygen, so +++ for Oxygen in the chat. And of course AKA's Magic is a tribute to AKA Baloney, so AKA +++ in the chat as well. So that is our map lineup. Super hyped about that. Shiva to kick things off. And as I say, the guys are playing right now. So we're going to be literally waiting for that first game to come in on Shiva, which is super exciting. Now, the little info for you guys does not end there, because I do, in fact, have a co-caster along with me today. And yeah, it'd be interesting to get his thoughts on the set today and who he thinks is favourite. I personally can't call it because I think ViViD's really good under pressure. And yeah, I think ViViD's really good under pressure, but I think Lift, if he plays to his peak, is probably playing at a higher level, especially on the new maps, because yeah, ViViD is a little bit rusty. But co-caster call incoming. A lot of you who are stalwarts of 0 Hour will recognise this voice. I will spoiler it as well in a second when he answers. But yeah, let's have a look what you guys think in the chat. Yeah, I'm not spoiling the result of the semi-final from yesterday, because there might be people that haven't watched that. It's still less than 24 hours old, so I won't answer that question. But you know, if you're desperate for a spoiler, the website is in the link of the stream. Hello, Sporting. I've spoiled it.
Hello.
How are we doing?
I'm doing fine.
So we've yeah, I'm really looking forward to this as well. I wanted to get your take on where you think both players are at and who you think's favourite. And when you've told me that, I'll just tell you the map list, and we'll see if that changes your opinion. I find the map list quite interesting. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the two players and where they're at? I know
I like both players a lot. And
yeah,
I think it is gonna be hopefully an exciting set. I think it's hard to say who the favorite is. I think on paper it's probably TrucK right now.
Yeah,
he's been more active, I think, than ViViD, and also put up really good results against most players in recent times. Improved a lot, like you alluded to earlier. But then again, you have ViViD on the other hand, who usually scales with prize money. You know, he seems to do better the more important the set is, kind of.
That's true, yeah.
His run, I think, 1 or 2 years ago, where I think he went to combine 27-3 against like
that was crazy.
Margo and another really good player.
Yeah,
so
I think it might have been Dubstep.
Yeah, him out,
it might have been Dubstep. You know? Yeah.
You can't count him out.
Absolutely. The people are saying your voice is a little bit low. I will just crank that up a little bit. Yeah, I know ViViD's had about a year plus of rust, but as you say, still super scary. And you're obviously very modest as well. I think you have been a good part of TrucK's improvement as well. So yeah, I think something that's been noticeable is he's transitioned from playing imminent victory only to being well versed on a lot of different maps. So
seems to get Blue Hole banned against him a lot. Yeah.
So that would be quite interesting.
That's quite the transition from imminent victory to Blue Hole.
Yeah, absolutely. Now the first 3 plays come in, so we're about to jump into this. I'm super hyped. But before I do, I'll just quickly roll off the map order that's come in. So ViViD banned Blue Hole. He won the toss, or the coin flip. And then TrucK banned Blossoming. So think what you like about that. The first map from ViViD is Shiva's Paradise. So that's what we're about to jump into any second.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
Very interesting.
ViViD picking a new map.
Yeah. And after that, it's Kuju Akakawa, picked by Lift. ViViD banning Sakura. Lift banning Tiny Tactics, which I found interesting. Only because Kuju and Tiny, I think, are similar-ish. So to pick one and then ban the other seems interesting. ViViD then went for Vendetta. TrucK went for Oxygen 1. And I said on stream, the last 2 maps are super wonky. Egyptian Oasis and AKA's Magic. is where we're at right now. So that's what we've
Yeah,
got.
but I think even Oxygen 1 has been rarely picked, right?
Very rarely
I
picked.
haven't seen like every set in the World Series, but I think between the good players, it's not been a popular map choice actually. So
Yeah.
I think that can help if you prepare a map that others are not as well versed on.
I agree.
Can give you a nice advantage.
Yeah. Right, so I should be sharing. Let me know if you can see everything.
Yeah.
And we'll jump into game number 1. Here we go. Shiva's Paradise, brand new map. Has a little bit of a unique feature on it, which I'll point out in a second, but we'll introduce the players first of all. We start with the man in green, which you would know, for those who are long-term viewers and followers of Zero Hour, it is, of course, ViViD with the USA laser. And across from him on the left side in the blue, it is TrucK with the blue vanilla China. Very interesting matchup to start off. Yeah, very quickly, there are the sneak attacks, which are given to you at the start of the game, which give you access to this oil area. So pretty unique map, this. It's gone through a few versions because there were other extra things on it, and I think the argument was it's too weird. And I think now players are finding it just about right, essentially. So
yeah, I like what they settled on.
Yeah.
At the end, I think the boss war factory. I think it was
something.
Much,
yeah.
I think it's a fine map now. You know,
Yeah.
it's something else. Like it's something unique.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't mind seeing these sort of maps. Also, I like the unlimited supply in the middle. I think. Yeah, it also always gives you something to fight over, basically.
And that's a
Even in later
feature.
stages.
That's a feature. I'll just crank up the volume a little bit here. That's a feature that maybe players don't know about. That if you kill this refinery, there are some unlimited supplies that are dropped off here by a neutral convoy, as such. So, yeah, interesting aspect to the map.
Alright, so seeing 2 barracks by ViViD, the second one a bit forward, both going for oils, kind of what you'd expect on this map.
Yeah, the one slight difference we have here is Lift has committed to a war factory initially and no extra airfield, so a relatively defensive start from Lift, if you like. It's just going to be the odd gap poke here and there. And I guess that will play out fairly well for ViViD, who's gone as, I think, as greedy as you can go as USA on this map.
Right.
2 supplies.
2 supplies and already on 3 oils.
Yeah.
About to be 4 probably. Okay, good micro here by ViViD.
Well, this is why, so for people saying replay class, this is a moment why the players want to play in low latency, because in a high ping, those 2 gaps could have killed that V, and it totally changes the outlook of the game.
Same for here, if you have a little bit less time to react, like those red cards shred through that Humvee.
Exactly,
and
yeah.
That could just decide the game, which is quite frustrating as a player.
Yep. Just gonna
So
up your
there's
volume.
gonna be a transition, I assume, at some point from lift to mix. What's his second doser building there? Is it a net? No, it's a reactor actually.
Just a reactor, yeah. And ViViD's pushing across the map here with more and more Humvees.
Might even be taking the middle supply behind this, I think. Not quite yet, but...
Bit of a float, but I think he's typically very precise, and he's going to be spending most of his attention on these Vs. But there are some MiGs coming in now, and that is Black Napalm.
Decent hit. Felt like he could have gotten 2, but he's gonna get 1 more now. So keeps the supply alive.
A little bit of indecision from ViViD there. I think he could have just gunned that supply down, and in the end he's going for a few trucks here and there. Didn't expand further just yet, but he is on the second war factory and spamming those Tovies, yeah.
Getting his CC up. Doesn't want to get hunted.
Interestingly, he's killing that, which I think is difficult for USA to take.
Seems hard for him to mine from. Does it give you any XP if you kill it?
It doesn't, but I guess it will... You know, he's denying Lift the cheaper units, I guess, is the one thing that is positive from that.
He stopped killing it now. Maybe he came to the same conclusion that he can't mine from that.
Yeah. So Lift adding another airfield here.
Second airfield.
And seems quite happy to play a passive game out here, which against...
I would personally maybe like a war factory by lift at the bottom as well, just to have like another pressure point against the USA, have some units ready there towards the USA base.
Yeah.
Because I think if the USA just makes like a big block with Avengers now and you're not pressuring from multiple sides, it gets very hard very fast.
This could be an interesting moment here. With the Patriot killed, he is trying to push in with a flamer here.
This is where you need to be ready with a mix, I think.
Yeah.
Like when you pull the Humvees away from the Avenger.
But there's a pretty menacing army approaching Lift's base, and that fire base is up. So I actually think these two Tovies and the fire base...
Yeah,
I agree. And that blob is just going to march across the map.
3 Avengers, so the mix are not going to do a whole lot.
I mean, I don't know how these two players feel, and you would argue I have quite a lot of tournament experience, but I felt pressured in games 1 and 2. Like, the setting makes you play worse. And
True.
I don't know how much that's an element here, but...
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I think ViViD has a bit more experience in these high-pressure situations than Lift.
Yep.
So nerfs could certainly get to Lift TrucK. I think if you're gonna go down 0-1 after losing Vanilla China against Laser, I think you can be okay with that. It's probably a matchup you expect to win the reverse of, but like you said, it puts a lot more pressure on you than it does on your opponent.
It does, yeah.
And has a free shot at winning a game.
Yep. And ViViD's looking like he's got everything covered here. He's got a V down here. Yeah, Lift TrucK agrees. And that is an early 1-0 to ViViD there. And as you say, Laser is favoured, but China can certainly do something here. Absolutely. So we will see how this pans out. And we do have the second replay. Have to bear
You
with...
can tell how greedy ViViD's build was. He actually had slightly more money than the China, which is very rare.
Yeah. Oh no, we do not have the second replay. That is the first replay, so just waiting a little bit now for the second. But yeah, you'd expect, I think, the China to certainly try and have more of the map on a map like that. Especially when they can utilise Red Guard going everywhere. But the kill-loss ratio, as expected, heavily favour in the US. But was it too passive, would you say, from Lift TrucK?
Yeah, like I said, I think I would have liked another war factory pointing in a different direction instead of just going for like 2 airfields and a lot of mix, I think, against Laser in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they just get a blob of Avengers, you can't really contest that head-on, usually.
Yeah.
So what I would have liked to see is like more gets and troop callers towards the sides, and then when the USA splits off the Vs to deal with that, then you try to pick those off with a mix.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't seem to have enough ground units, as you say, on the map. I don't mind 1 or 2 airfields, but didn't seem to take control of the map at all. But yeah, I don't know if that's a map Lift TrucK is not as well versed in. And yeah, obviously interested in ViViD to pick one of these newer maps, because I would have thought he would have gone for the lower eco, older maps, perhaps. But yeah, an interesting start there, for sure. Just having a little look at chat whilst we have a little moment for Game 2 to come in. So this is how live we're doing it, guys. We're literally right on the players' tails here for these replays coming in, so you're not going to get it any faster than what we're doing here. And people saying, who's that with ExCaL? That is Spalding.
The thing about the reverse is that ViViD's China, I think, is really good. So
yeah,
while obviously Laser has the advantage, can't completely count him out, and it's likely not going to be a free win for Lift either. The reverse.
Yep. The next replay's come in, so thank you to Joker for that, who's doing it nice and quick to my inbox. Just whilst I'm doing my techie, getting that replay in my folder, there's actually a really nice question in the chat, which I'll let you answer, which is, I've scrolled back a little bit, and the question is, ExCaL, could you tell us from a pro perspective, since a pro should spam in all the maps, why would they ban a particular map? I mean, I do have an answer to that as well, but how would you answer that?
You should usually ban the map that you do worst on relatively to your opponent, I think.
Yeah.
You shouldn't ban based on liking a map or enjoying a map, at least not if you're trying to maximize your chance of winning a tournament.
Yeah.
You should, if you face someone like Marika who you think might have better macro than you, then it makes sense to ban Bluehole. And I also saw comments in the chat earlier that people take that as a sign of Bluehole being a bad map, it being banned. That I don't think that means a lot. Like if I was to ban a map, I wouldn't do it based on how much I like a map. I would do it based on, is it going to be a good ban against my opponent?
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. And you've kind of answered it there. I mean, I don't dislike Bluehole, but yeah, I know that Marika is exceptionally fast and really good on the macro, so just from that point of view, I banned it just because I felt he was super strong on that.
It also plays unlike other maps, right?
As well.
Like a lot of the just 2 supply maps play very similar, but Bluehole, you really need to put some time into to find a good build order.
I agree. Right, so we are now here with the reverse. Lift TrucK on the right side here with the blue USA laser under a little bit of pressure to match ViViD's opening game, who is in the top left in the green with the vanilla China.
Okay, so we see an early barracks by ViViD as well, indicating he wants to get the oils. Isn't going for some crazy all-in.
Be interesting to see if ViViD goes straight War Factory or straight Airfield. I feel like that is a choice from the China where it's kind of expected what the laser's going to do. Lift going with the double barracks there. And that's a hidden Airfield from ViViD there, cheeky boy. And I think kind of a hidden War Factory as well. The drone is there, but is that in vision? I think just barely not. So Lift might be completely in the dark in terms of what's actually coming at him here, which...
And the interesting part is also, since Lift doesn't see anything, it could also look incredibly greedy to Lift TrucK, right?
Could be like a supply here, supply there.
But then you get surprised by both the Gatlings and Gatling potentially. And you could try to punish someone being greedy with a full Humvee, lose that Humvee, and it could snowball.
The fact that he's dropping a firebase there indicates to me he's not researching the Tovi. So this Gatlix could actually be very brutal here. First V coming in across the map from Lift, who... Bit of hesitation there. Oh dear.
Oh.
That's the worst case. You either...
That is an incredibly bad start for Lift TrucK.
Yeah, you either commit and deal with it, or you go back. Oh, this could be nice.
What does the timing work? Oh, that is very nice.
That is super cute by Lift. That's
very
literally...
Nice.
That's probably got him 2 oils there. It has, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was a massive moment, yeah.
Here we see Alex now.
So Lift under a little bit of pressure.
A bit.
Yeah, under pressure though. He's lost a dozer, and he now is aware of the Gatlix. Still no
much
Tovi.
Better start for ViViD,
yeah,
that's for sure.
But still no Tovi, which means this can happen. Just picks off a V for free.
Yeah. So that goes to show like how much of an impact just hiding that airfield had.
Yeah. And Lift now forced to move his Chinooks. ViViD is all over Lift in these opening 2 games.
Keeps picking off.
That's so many Vs already gone down, yeah. Like 4 Vs already gone down, I think.
And ViViD actually not floating at all behind this.
Scary.
Expanding.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Because that is the one aspect you might have thought if ViViD's a bit rusty, perhaps on the macro sense, he might be...
Right. Also with him banning big maps,
Yeah.
indicating a little bit that, yeah, maybe his macro can be shaky at times, but not the case in this game at all.
He's already on Black Napalm MiGs, and those Tovies survive.
Decent micro there by Lift.
Lift also stabilising a little bit on his oil location.
Ooh, are these only empty towies up there against that Dragon tank?
They are. Oh, that's
They
awkward.
actually do a lot of damage, yeah. He might lose all 3.
Lost 2.
Lost 2. Scary moment there.
Gatlick's still down on this south
Still
side.
active for that Gatlicks in the meantime. Yeah, very nice multitasking by ViViD. Did float a little bit just here, but that's okay.
MiGs picked off, I think, potentially a dozer there. Yeah. Lift is on 1 dozer right now.
Down to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very scary for Lift right now.
Fortunately, he kept his oil alive though, so he's definitely still in the game. Lift, yeah.
I think it's very scary for Lift. There's about to be 3 airfields worth of MiGs. And
Yep.
a whole bunch of GATs on the ground.
Probably wants to chain gun. A bit too many like single V's being lost here by Lift throughout the game.
Search and destroy.
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna get that much more done. Did a lot, that Gatlicks.
I think that Gatlicks did more than it was meant to do, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, breaking open that firebase. There is a bit of a push now. How much does ViViD have against this?
I don't know if this is a bit rash from Lift here to just drive in like this and not wait for maybe...
Problem is he's not committing to the airfield, I think.
No.
I think if you do this, you need to get right on top of the airfield since ViViD's just used his mix.
But if he waited for 1 or 2 more Avengers, I just feel this would be a more scary blob. And...
Ooh,
yeah.
the mix are coming. I like this a lot by ViViD as well. Getting the overload.
Oh, here you go. Oh my word.
Oh my.
Okay.
Great hit there by ViViD actually.
The way he bunched up his MiGs was very, very nice. There's a Colonel Burton, by the way, that you were talking about. But it looks like it's heading straight for the
he is
mines.
up against laser. Like it
Oh.
wouldn't be crazy to add like a couple ECMs and a couple of Inferno cans as well with a couple of bunkers.
Burton went down, by the way.
Yeah.
I think Lift TrucK is in a lot of
So
trouble
ViViD
here.
is level 3. Should be getting rid of the top oils, I think.
The CC's in a position where the carpet would go straight to it as well, rather
Right.
than flying across the map.
Yeah.
What is Lift doing at home? He is getting his CC. Oh wow, look at that. And here's the carpet. Waits until the carpet lands.
Might need to hover with a mix in case it doesn't put it down.
No, I mean, pro move there. He waited for the carpet to hit first and then...
No, I mean if you don't want to use the artillery on that.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Carpet.
And another good mix strike, really. That's the remaining oil there, taken out.
Because I mean, I think 1 MiG or something probably would have finished off that oil. Could have artilleried maybe the upgraded reactor or something then.
So no subliminal messaging.
Yeah, he is adding Inferno cannons, so
Yeah.
I like that by ViViD a lot. He is not being like very robotic. He is actually considering the army he's playing against, you know. And
I think one
laser does
thing...
struggle against artillery units.
Yeah, I think one thing me and you have both been totally shocked at with ViViD over the years is we've obviously... We played the game in 2003, right? So
Right.
we've developed a bit as the game's developed. ViViD is a relatively new player. This is a big strike potentially here. Good X from Lift. But his understanding of the matchups and what to do is just
Yeah.
kind of unbelievable, really,
very
compared
good,
to...
yeah,
Yeah,
ViViD
yeah.
just intuitively, I think, understands the game really well.
Well, Lift needs to make something happen here. He has got 2 Avengers in the mix.
There is a bit of a float by ViViD here that is interesting to see actually, because if he wasn't floating here, this Yeah, I mean, even then, I think this is gonna get cleaned up most likely.
Well, how many MiGs are in the air? At least 8, and he's already killed one Avenger. He's locking the second Avenger. He does have chain guns as well. This is about to be the final moments, I think.
There's no Avengers left, right?
Yeah, not the best MiG strike, but it's enough.
Very best one. But we can see the pressure that Lift is feeling. Like he's already, just going into the base, hoping it works out for him.
Oh, hits the mines, and look at this. Everything's just being.
Oh. Actually, a decent pick-off there by Lift, killing a lot of Inferno tanks.
I think that's a mistake. That was literally like a QQA from Lift there.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional, but it ended up being somewhat okay. But, I mean, he's still... ViViD's looking good here.
Yeah.
Even expanding.
Oh, wow. And these 2 proxy gat turrets have actually saved his oil. And this even looks like an anti-Burton setup there. Look at that. Well, that is a very, I would say, menacing 2-0 lead for ViViD. But remember, that was ViViD's map choice.
Yep.
Well.
Play there. And also, it seemed very rushed by Lift overall. Like losing a couple of early Vs pretty easily and then opting to just go straight for the base instead of adding a couple of Avengers when he's laser.
Yeah.
Seemed a bit rushed to me, but he did lose his oils and he saw Inferno cannons, so it's understandable that he would panic a bit.
Well, this is what you said about the last game, if we do a little bit of a review after each match. You said that the China should be looking to have that extra eco lead, which we didn't see in game number 1. But ViViD just seemed to have a way better start, right? Set the pace with those 2 hidden production facilities, the airfield and the war factory. Maybe caught Lift off guard a little bit. I mean, if you're already a bit nervous / feeling the pressure, when you have no idea what's coming at you and then you get a bit shocked in the heat of the game, that's probably pretty stressful.
Yeah, you get caught off guard by that licks. Your first V, you were indecisive between denying the oil and saving the V and ended up just losing the V for free. I mean, that looks like a small thing, but I believe these things just matter so much at their level. You know, losing that first Humvee, not achieving anything, already puts you a bit on the back foot.
Yeah, you called it, actually, when you said that's another lost V, another lost V, another lost MD. Yeah, you were calling it as we went.
Yeah, it just means you have less units to like push out with while still defending your base. And ViViD was really good keeping Lift in his base. Kept being annoying with that Gatlix. Kept it alive very long, actually. Did a lot of stuff with it.
Well,
and then also nice transition into mix, nice transition into Overlords. Like strategically, very well played by ViViD.
I agree. Couldn't really fault much, other than the lack of subliminal, which he tends to notoriously do. But we do have game 3, and it is Lift's map, so hopefully he feels a little bit more comfortable here. To try and level the score. Let's see the armies. People asking, is that Marikar? Though that is Spalding. And we do start.
Oh my god, it's another Vanilla China against USA by the way.
Let's see. We got Vanilla China for ViViD on the left here in the green, and it's Vanilla Armies, Vanilla USA.
Very similar matchup.
Yeah, for Lift TrucK. But maybe Lift will just feel a little bit more comfortable on this map, with it being his map choice. We shall see.
So he's going for 3 doses.
Do you favour the USA every time then?
I do.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's easier, but I think I usually favour the USA.
Yeah.
I do think laser is usually harder than, like for the China than Vanilla USA. I think
that cheap Avenger block. Yeah.
Avengers matter more than the Tomahawks. Yeah. But I've also not played the map enough to have a strong opinion on this map, because obviously the map depends, or like every matchup is also map dependent.
Now,
what I like about it for China is there's a lot of supplies to take. The problem is there's also like a lot of money in the base, which is nice for USA usually. There's crates in the base.
Look at ViViD here. Now, the person that came up with that, and I'll admit I sort of did a bit of an ExCat on it, Tumstep seemed to come up with this when he was facing Marikar, and I did a bit of a XCapped copy of that. I think it's quite nice, but apparently ViViD's doing it as well, so interesting to see here from Mr. ViViD.
Also shows that he's
Watching.
not like clueless on these maps, you know?
He's watching,
like, he didn't... Yep.
Well, this is the start Lift needed here. He's got some good economical
It's a
damage.
very good start.
Yeah.
He killed... Oh, he might be killing 3 trucks even. Killed 2 already. And forced mines as well, so like... Yeah.
And he's taken 0 damage himself.
That is a great start for Lift.
Yeah. Look at Macro ViViD though, already on a 4th supply.
Yeah.
And 3rd oil coming into play as well. Lift in turn has his 3 oils. He's forgotten a Chinook here though, Lift. That's a mistake. Where's the 2nd Chinook? That's a big mistake. So Lift is not without unforced errors in this set so far.
Nope.
Oh, Hummy said he was the first to do it. Okay. The little boxing. Well, Granny Hummy does come up with some good strategic plays. Another dinosaur of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lift utilising the V's for good harassment here. Well, some more truck damage, and at the same time, 2 V's coming in on the opposite side. So setting
That's a question actually by Lift.
Yeah, setting the tempo a little bit more, and he's already on top of the MiGs there. But one MiG is actually in the air here. Maybe it was a little bit premature with that unload. Yeah, that was a whoopsie. I think one dozer could potentially go down.
But very nice damage on these trucks the whole time, and probably has the bottom right as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's still forgotten that 2nd Chinook, and even though Lift is making mistakes, I think he's in a fabulous position to get on the scoreboard here.
Yep. I mean, you were asking for my opinion, but which army do you favor here?
Yeah, USA as well.
Okay.
But I do think it's winnable both ways, especially the China element when you get up to MiGs. Gives you a good transition. MiGs coming in. And actually, that went pretty well for ViViD. He needed a good strike there. The Lift approaching double the XP of what ViViD has managed to gain, so that tells you where we're at, and also ViViD has not rebuilt his trucks. So, first sort of mistakes from ViViD here, also an AFK truck there as well. Marikar says, does he have a Shane gun upgrade? He does not at the moment. He did in the last game.
Yeah, I like to see that by Lift as well. Getting that firebase down there, quickly taking the supply.
Yeah, I mean, in this particular matchup, you can't have USA taking more of the map than the China. That just means the game's going to be over very soon.
But good to see that Lift hasn't become like overly cautious now after losing the first 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily go into your shell after a start like that and think, oh boy, it's not my day. But he's come out positive in this game, and he's looking good. The Avenger does go down, but that is still a gross amount of Tovies there.
Like 3 MiGs or something.
A couple of MiGs there.
So still not a good trade for the China.
No. And the Tovies are racing across the map here.
Yeah.
Lift approaching 3-star as well. That will be a double A10. Which will likely be deployed on the ores. There it is. Perfect XP. 1500 for level 3.
Yep.
Even expanded here as well. So we actually see a Burton on the top side, but we will see the same thing that happened in the first map, which is a USA winning and then the other player having the pressure of trying to win with the USA, if that makes sense. Yeah, interesting.
I mean, it looked very comfortable for Lift this win, all things considered.
I think so, yeah.
He's got the top mid, bottom mid, and the stronger late game army anyway.
And
so...
floating 14k, yeah.
Very comfortable win, but that also might mean that the reverse is gonna be tricky for him as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Because there was definitely a lot of room for error here on Lift's side while still winning that game.
Still no Shengun.
Yep.
And Burton took a MiG with him, but it eventually
go
down.
How many is ViViD on? Is it 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like 2. Okay. I mean, it's not that easy on 2 war factories to get like both chain gun and black napalm while still having units out.
Yeah.
So.
But he doesn't have that much money to work with ViViD here.
Oh yeah. Can't really get 3 anymore. It was just the very early and efficient harassment by TrucK, I think, that really set ViViD behind in a matchup where you can't really get behind.
And what do you think to Lift here, just sort of sitting?
Well, it seems perfect. I mean, if you're getting bored at a Tomahawk or 2, snipe away those Inferno cannons since you're vanilla USA. No reason to do anything when you have the whole map. Just get further ahead, I think. Take out the oils. No, I think that's fine. I think it's...
A10 kills 1 oil, and the mixer on guard mode there, and actually fired at the A10.
It's important to be patient sometimes, yeah. When the only way you're losing is if by headbutting into their army, losing your entire army. Yeah, he's adding 2 Tomahawks.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to walk into a napalm blob though, which is happening a little bit here. And if ViViD gets level 3...
I mean, ViViD needs a good carpet to have like any shot, I think.
Yeah. But he does
still won't have a shot, but I don't like that he doesn't have subliminal again.
No. Well, he did hit level 3.
Like automatic, I think, after his drop finishes.
Should be. But he hasn't deployed his carpet here, and I think he might just realise there's too many Vs on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. And ViViD GG's out. So Lift is on the scoreboard. We have a set here. Lift has a chance to try and level the score. So all very interesting. And yeah, I mean, that's how dominant that win was, when the USA is getting 30k more than the China. We do have the next replay in as well.
Yeah, I'm glad Lift got on the board there. I mean, if you go down 0-3, losing twice with the better army, I think the set might as well be over sometimes. So, important win, I think, for Lift.
Yep. Right, let's set this up. Replays in. And maybe I need to refresh this. I got a little bit eager there. Yes, I did. I got a little bit eager. We have the reverse. And it is now ViViD on the right side with the USA in the green, of course. And on the left, it is TrucK with the blue vanilla China. Musem saying, why did he surrender there? I mean, simply over. You saw the economy at the end. You saw the army difference. There was nothing ViViD could do. And this is Spalding in the co-commentary chair. So there's the 3 dozer element. This map, you do get a 2.5k additional crate. And we've seen it become a little bit meta. The Chinas to go for the 3 dozer approach. Can be optional, it seems to me, with USA. But ViVid's deciding to go 2. Yeah. and a War Factory first for TrucK. I definitely think it's an option to go airfield first in this matchup. Get that Gatlix out. But does probably mean that you're going to surrender all the oils to the USA on that side. But can you even deny them anyway with a single Gat on this map? Probably not, yeah. And maybe that's why USA is favoured here, because if the USA is guaranteed 3 oils, that feels pretty rough.
Yeah, I think it's similar to, what's the map called? Black Hell, where I think oil grab is very hard to deny for China, and that usually makes it pretty hard for China against USA.
Right. Well,
an early aggressive V here by ViViD.
There is one difference from Lift here, and he's put a bunker where he harassed himself with his first Humvee. But ViViD's just gone from the south side and will pick off a dozer. Oh, that's a bit ambitious.
I think that could get crushed.
Oh.
But I mean, there's other stuff, I guess, on the map to do, so it looks like Lift was not paying attention, which is pretty good for ViViD, actually.
Who, in turn, gets on 3 oils.
Because he either gets to keep that building now, or all the red guards will clean it, buying ViViD a lot of time.
Well, there could be a 2k scaffold deny here, and there was not. Oh my word. ViViD trying to pick off another dozer. He did deny a red guard.
No.
And he's got the Toby, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely some mistakes
so
here.
You see ViViD actually playing pretty greedy all games, which is while still keeping up the pressure though.
Oh wow!
Expanding fast.
Look at that timing. Many a player would have gone to that gap, but ViViD went straight to those MiGs, and he's still running around with this V here as well. Now, how many dozers are there on the map? There are 2, and well, 1.8, I would say. Looking at the health of that one.
Is also with Lift having an airfield, I wouldn't be surprised if one of those war factories was gearing up like napalm, which doesn't help him at all now.
Well, that basically confirms your point, what you said before, that Lift there did not have enough units out to deter those 3 Vs, which have done critical damage, is what it seems to me.
Yeah. Yes, we were talking about, I think China needs to be a bit ahead going into the mixed game. So anytime you fall behind as China against USA, it's going to be a rough game.
ViViD is on Search and Destroy. Doesn't bother with the refinery, doesn't care about that. Talk to me, Hummy. But yeah, Lift losing his main supply here, and this is just brutal. These 2 Vet 3Vs have killed so much.
How do you even kill them without MiG? I mean, his airfield has finished, but now they're healthy enough to where 1 MiG doesn't kill it. Not even sure if 2 do, because they're Vet 3.
Look at Wade.
Yeah, you're gonna be overwhelmed here easily as TrucK.
He's controlled it in 2 places here, ViViD. I think he is. I was going to say he's probably the best at that. He's very good at this multi-pronged micro.
Ooh, this has been a rough game for Lift. He barely got outside of his base in this matchup.
Well, maybe that confirms it.
Not as well by ViViD trying to hide it behind the oil, hoping the MiG hits the oil.
Yeah. The V got it anyway, but I think with where he positioned it, he would have got it even if he hadn't yet. Nicely done. Oh.
Back, so paying attention there as well.
Is this 1MD going to solo the flamer? It took 1 flamer out. But it looks like we have our answer on which army seems better on this map.
Well, I mean, normally I don't think you want to take away too much from just 2 games, but it does look like the USA is definitely favored here to me as well.
Burton taking out the oil here as well. So ViViD's probably pretty happy to sit, especially the fact that he's got one of these middle supplies as well. Yeah, that Burton will be happy with his work. Both oils have a timed charge on them.
Sometimes it's just small details on a map that can make a huge difference for a matchup. Like that little hut at the top helps USA so much against China, being able to put one MD in there and keeping your supply safe. Whereas if you remove that building, for example, the matchup could get a lot.
So
trickier.
from a map point of view, maybe that building should go.
Yeah, sometimes it might just take a small change like that to change the balance.
What about the?
But it might be worse against like for the USA GLA matchup then, you know.
What about?
It's gonna affect all.
What about the bushiness of the trees?
Yeah, maybe China is favored on certain tree maps. I don't know.
Massive engagement here. All of the lift truck gats going down, and lift truck has been defeated. That is a 3-1 to ViViD, so it does go one game apiece on lift truck's map choice there. As we enter the third map. Once again, though, there's what you were talking about, when a USA isn't just equal, but that far ahead of a China in economy. The outcome looks pretty brutal, and as you say, Lift didn't really cross the halfway line in that matchup, and in the reverse, ViViD didn't really either, did he? So USA looking pretty strong there.
If you reverse the cash, there are still games that USA can win.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
When it's this way around, China pretty much never wins.
Right. Yeah. Very true. So let's remind ourselves on what the third map is going to be. It's ViViD's choice, and we are waiting for the replay of Game 5, which will be on Vendetta. Well, I like Vendetta. I mean, I don't know what your opinion is on Vendetta. One of the older maps in this map pool. And one of the lower eco maps.
One of the, I thought, earlier maps that popularized 3 supply starts. Maybe I'm wrong on that because I wasn't that active during that time, but it seems an interesting map where, I mean, it's a very rushy map.
Yeah.
I think it seems very popular. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And ViViD's choice, so yeah, is an interesting one. I mean, I would say he's pretty strong on there. The build orders are figured out. He knows the map pretty well, and one of his biggest assets is precision, right, with the micro, so you can see why he has picked it. Some are saying, why aren't the games live cast? So if you missed the start of this stream, lag tests, which were actually done well in advance, we're trying to be as efficient as possible with the presentation of these games. The lag tests resulted in latency from mid-20s actually going up above 40s, which we've already seen a few moments in these sets where that just has so much impact on the micro, and subsequently would have a lot of impact on the outcome of the game. So yeah, we are only very slightly behind the players here, and we are presenting these games as soon as they come in. But it seems like we're on for a bit of a GG on Vendetta. Still waiting for that one.
A longer one, yeah.
Yeah. But I would say it's not a bad map for Lift either. I mean, before he seemed to like some of these bigger eco maps, he was always picking like Imminent, Vendetta, maybe Snowy Drought. So, but both should be showing a pretty high level, I would say, on that map.
Yep.
Would be my guess.
I think Lift maybe needs something like a GLA mirror here, because it's winnable from both sides. I think it might be one of his best matchups as well, and ViViD looked a little bit shaky in it sometimes in recent times.
Yeah.
So I think Lift might be hoping for a GLA mirror secretly here.
Yeah, I mean, for long times, long periods, ViViD's GLA became, especially against USA, quite famous as like being his best army. But arguably, what we've seen this World Series is he's been at his best kind of with the China factions.
For sure.
So, pretty interesting. And, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he fares on Vendetta. Well, I've been sent a replay here from Mr. Joker. So, looks like we might be about to find out. In my system there. We're good to go. Yeah, what were they thinking? Asking me to do a cast with techie challenges in this semi-final. Oh. Anyway, we're here, and we have a very interesting one on Vendetta with Mr. TrucK with the blue GLA stealth, and up in the north, we're just talking about is China. In the green,
Another China.
it is ViViD with Vanilla China. Now, you'd think that it's a bash for stealth, 1-1 matchup. I think it's very doable as China on Vendetta specifically.
It's a good map for China.
Yeah.
I would still think that at their level, stealth has an advantage, sure, but out of almost all maps, this is one of the best maps you can have for Vanilla China, I think, against stealth.
Yeah.
The other one probably being Snowy in the pool, where, you also like the Chinese armies against GLA.
And for those in chat that are fans of a quicker interaction and contest with each of the players, we're seeing that now 1 minute into the game. We have a truck rush killing a worker. Kind of perfect for ViViD that, because...
Yeah, I mean, the early engagements have gone well for ViViD. If you were to call that an engagement, you know, like Lift could have done it a bit better, pulling that worker into the building.
Could have saved it,
buying himself a bit more time.
And actually, this is...
You see how it matters here. Like, if he bought himself more time, maybe wouldn't have to move the workers here.
Yeah. Good block, though. Second block we've seen from Lift in the set. One with the dozer. Oh, I say that.
A little bit out of position, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, although that was only one work... Oh, wow. I think he lost... I think he lost that. But there's a lot of delayed mining here. Which
He actually lost it.
Did he not?
Did you... Are you sure? Because he... Oh no,
he still has cash, doesn't he?
A lot of money afterwards.
Yeah, maybe not then. Maybe he was just super quick, but it looked like Lift clicked it.
It
but
was very risky, but he went for it,
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think he was going to try it there again.
Well, even though we've been with all the pressure and action in TrucK's base, look what ViViD's done behind this. 3 supplies, mines, and a second war factory already in play. Yep. He is looking sharp. Bit of a float now, though, and he is adding his propaganda.
Interesting, yeah. I think I like the choice as well. I mean, don't think you can go mix at this stage. It's just, where would you place the airfield that it's safe against the technicals, and might help deal with the super tech.
TrucK getting a little bit of harassment done now. One truck does go down. Maybe a second here. No. Oh, and ViViD not 100% paying attention there. Does move it away now, and the truck just barely survives, but he's losing.
But that's pretty a key moment, I think. ViViD kicking Lift off that, because he tagged up quickly, so he wants to capture these oils, right?
Yeah, he's already built the barracks. He's really clean, really clean ViViD here. Just about stops that flavor.
Is just on 2 supplies still, right?
Oh, he's going to kill that oil. But ViViD's quite pragmatic. He might not mind that.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, he might want to kill the bottom oil and get the top oil.
Exactly, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's a bit to be a bit careful there with the flame well, but I mean, Lift must feel some pressure now, still being on 2 supplies, being kicked off that area around the oil.
Oh, very fast scrap deny again. Look at this.
This tunnel, I mean, Lift probably has to push on the left, right?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
It's his only choice at this point because he lost the right side, and you know your opponent's gonna be on 3 supplies and an oil, so that's not sustainable. So logical and good attack, I think, by left TrucK there.
Well, it might be a game-winning move because.
But the tricky part is now, I guess, since the map is very open, as we can see on the minimap, there are gonna be dragon tanks all over the place probably, but also yeah, at the same time, nice counter aggression by left TrucK. Action pretty much everywhere here.
Yeah.
You see sneaky dragon tanks around the side, still active with the tech RPG by left TrucK.
Yeah,
and kicked him off that supply. So Lift needed to do something, but I think he has done. Yeah, he's done something.
Well, there's literally 4 locations we need to keep our eye on. The top left where Lift is pushing, the bottom right where ViViD is sneaking, the center mid, and
the thing is, sometimes all
tech.
it takes is like 1 super tech or 1 dragon tank now to do crucial damage.
well, speaking of,
This one here could get... It's not a spot you necessarily pan your camera to, but Lift actually noticed it. So also good map awareness by Lift TrucK.
yeah,
Is he gonna kill it? Yeah, he does.
loses a quad in his whole
He
worker
still loses
line.
the
but-
workers, and
yeah.
that's like half of his economy, funnily enough, at this stage.
Wow, Lift could have got a super tech there, but just assumed there was
Didn't
mines.
want to risk it. Ooh. Oh, actually nice in and out there by Lift. It looked...
He's going to clean it all now, yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
So
in
it
and
was
out.
dicey for a moment. I think he's got it now, Lift, but... maybe that's actually premature, because he's still on 3 supplies, the China, but those quads getting battered. Lift actually having a good amount of XP now.
No chain guns.
Is that an outpost in Lift space? There's like a... Oh, it's the Lotus.
Lotus.
That's the only war factory, right?
It was, and he's also losing his 3rd supply to
Ooh.
flamers here. So hold that thought, because Lift has a bit of
Yeah,
a
it can
finite
swing
army
really
at the moment.
quickly.
Yeah, and there are 2 more flamers descending on this left side, and another one on the right flank as well. So ViViD is not just holding, he is trying to counter punch as well, and he is doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting spot for his
Needs to
command
be a bit
center.
careful with these engagements.
Yeah.
Losing these 3 units for free actually hurts a lot there.
Yeah. Wow, he actually is assuming Lift is here and Lift is not here.
So what's the defense like against that other dragon tank on the bottom right side? Is there... Could get in again.
I think he will.
Especially with Lift likely not having too much in the tunnel. Could see it now, because he just went back into the tunnel and expanded, so he might have his camera there.
Yeah. But still getting behind
But
that location.
if
Yeah.
he could turn around, and he does.
Oh.
Yeah,
And look on this side as well. He's just everywhere.
very nice multitasking.
Look at this.
And
Look at the
it
control.
changes again.
Yeah.
Very nice.
2 quads down, and that supply
Ooh.
will survive. The flamer bugged
I think
out.
he saves it.
Yeah.
But ViViD stabilized here a little bit.
He's got another flamer coming. That
And
one
he's-
will not be stopped.
Nope. ViViD not too far off level 3 himself.
Well,
Gonna be a nice XP boost here. Yep, 1 more unit, and he's level 3. Carpet artillery on that supply war factory.
the TrucK is level 3 and does have the cash bounty deployed. But he is now risking getting cleared out.
Yeah, either pop or counter attack again with all that army being there.
He's trying to do something with this tech, but ViViD is now level 3, so carpet and artillery can be deployed. Lift really doesn't want to lose this position here. Bit of an awkward engagement.
Yep.
The flamers are trying to get in position. Still no chain guns. And Lift does hold on to that position. Now, interestingly...
Good micro with the Gets, or rather the quads this game.
Yeah, but will ViViD carpet infrastructure here, or will he just try and click Lift out of that side? He hasn't used
Sure.
carpet or RT yet.
And there's another dragon tank going to the bottom left. Is there enough defense? I mean, there's not even a supply, I guess, at this point.
Oh, there is a super tech now, but there is the carpet. And once again, ViViD did wait to deploy
Nice pop though.
the arty, but yeah, very fast pop from Lift. But he will still lose his main supply. And ViViD has got up to Black Napalm MiGs now.
I think Lift's being maybe a bit too cautious about trying to take that left supply. I feel like... Yeah.
That seemed a bit misplaced. Some of the arty cartridges landed on that left open space there. Well, let's see if there's a combo with the MiGs here. Will Lift decide to pop? That looks like too many flavors.
Every moment, because one bad pop for Lift and the game's over here.
Yeah. Wisely decides not to pop into that area. But he can't really afford to lose.
At some point, you might have to put up a fight.
Yeah, you can't lose that side.
Takes that left supply.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, also this is a game where the GLA isn't on a palace, right? So it's usually like the late game, of course, is very like GLA favored, but this is kind of a crippled GLA. This game.
Yeah.
He does not have a palace. It's not super rich.
He's still
There's
anticipating.
no buses or anything.
He's still anticipating there could be a stealth supply here, and he's just flaming. It's very good game sense, yeah.
Also against hijackers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lift TrucK in a lot of trouble.
Is he getting the cash bounty? Because that's
He is.
something
No, he is.
Okay.
But he's added a second arms dealer. But the map's looking very green.
Yeah. What I like about ViViD, he is very methodical in his approach. He's not rushing things. He tries to get in good positions. Just very calm.
Right, Lift knows he has to make a stand here. The MiGs will probably come in. This could be a crucial moment. Looks like it will be a crucial moment. Lift's going to lose that position. He is trying to get something done with his super tech. 2 MiGs are now locked onto that, though. Super tech does go down. And it is a wall of fire.
Just slowly pushing him back very nicely though.
It is a long wall of green fire.
He's lost most of his like weathered up quads as well at this point left. He's got one there, but he's had kind of premium quads before. They are replaced by vanilla quads now. Oof. Very strong play here by ViViD.
Really good, yeah. There is a hijacker over there, but it's too little too late, and Lift TrucK has been defeated. And is that, we already had a bit of a swing in this set, is that now a massive swing in this set in favour to ViViD?
There's a lot of pressure now on Lift, and
yeah,
it's not going to be easy against ViViD's GLA either here.
Nope. When you're 4-1 down, I really don't think you want to be Vanilla China against ViViD's GLA, just saying. Yeah. Massive economy difference
as
there.
we said before the game, like if there's a map to beat GLA on with China,
Yeah.
this is one of them.
Yeah. Absolutely agree. Well, we have the map and the replay in. So let's get to it.
Got Lift TrucK at the top in blue.
Yeah.
That's China.
And down in the south, in the green, it is ViViD with the GLA Stealth. Well, as we said before, I think the builds are pretty much figured out. We know what we expect to see here.
Probably not going to be a big change here from ViViD in terms of builders. That's going to be a tunnel probably at the front, like at his third supply roughly.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Same TrucK rush, but there is a slight difference of approach here. ViViD exceptionally conservative with that tunnel placement. So where Lift tried to make it here, it got denied. This is already at 60%, and the TrucK has not yet made its way across the map.
The green beast is back, baby.
We're gonna see how much damage this truck does. Because while it didn't deny it, at least it's unseen, I think, so far by ViViD.
Well, this could be a big moment. This could
So,
be a very
this
big
is the
moment.
sort of stuff we need
Look
in
at
this
that. Lift Truck needed that to keep his World
Yeah.
Series final hopes alive here.
Yep.
And that is...
ViViD had a decent start himself, where his truck also got something done, but it wasn't quite as good as Lift's start here.
Yeah.
We'll see how ViViD recovers from here.
Yeah. That was four workers, I think. 4 or 5 workers crushed there.
Yeah.
And pretty on point from Lift in terms of 3
Got the mines
supplies.
as well.
Yeah. Right, well, ViViD's just killed a GAT with a terrorist.
So this tech is going to be very important now for ViViD, given the start.
He identifies the mines, a little bit of light harassment, the trucks are forced to move. And will he identify that there are no mines here? He does not. But he will probably look to solo that GAT, will he? No? Comes back.
There's a blue dot in ViViD space, so probably the GAT sneaking into the supply. Yeah.
Yeah, and again here, so ViViD is taking a lot of economical damage. A lot of economical damage, but he is...
Does have 3 quads and a vetted up tech, so maybe could be looking to push at some point.
We have seen ViViD win with a single tech before against China, so...
Yeah. Definitely getting a lot done there.
Yeah. Does lose 1 RPG now.
So he's popping in the middle here, ViViD, with his quads.
He's just pushing.
Gonna protect that building, kill the dragon tank.
Yeah, he's... Look at that in and out. Look at that in and out there. Whoa.
Okay, he's putting on the pressure here.
Getting a little bit chills on this micro at the moment.
Yeah, and this is just something you wouldn't see if the ping was 20.
No.
All the people
This tech, yeah,
like,
running around
wanting
doing this.
live games.
Oh my word. Is he going to win with the tech?
He's relentless with
Oh
that
my word.
Oof, that feels rough, isn't it?
It feels
You have
so
kind
bad.
of the perfect start. with
Look at
the
this.
truck. How many trucks has he killed?
I mean, there's dead trucks everywhere. Lift trying to push
now
back
it's
through
become
the
a super tech
centre.
as well, right?
Not quite.
Right, one away, yeah.
But he's about to hunt Lift Truck. That's Lift hunted.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So that also means no more scrap deny. And we see his micro with just a single scrap tech.
Look at this. He's popping there and he's tech RPG in there. Look at this.
Very strong multitasking by ViViD, yeah.
That's the super tech. It's game over. He's going to win with that super tech alone.
Damn.
Wow. I'm getting a bit speechless on that multitasking micro there. That was quite phenomenal what we've just seen here, I think, with that tech. It's literally run circles around this base. Look, he's over here as well. I can't even keep up with it seeing the whole map. Oh my word.
Well,
He's just... Look at
the money. He's at half the cash, basically.
I'm speechless with that. Oh my word, I'm getting chills on that. Freaking hell. That micro. Have you seen anything like that?
That was incredible, micro. Winning that game after 5 minutes when you lost like half your worker line, that's crazy.
I mean, that replay should be kept, and if anyone wants a lesson on micro, holy moly, what have we just seen there? That was really good. I mean, I don't know what you do if you lift truck when that just happens. You have literally the perfect start. And
it makes you question everything.
it really does, yeah. It really does.
Like, do I need more units against this guy out early or something? It's like, how can you have such a good start and then just get obliterated?
Yeah. Well, if there's one thing Lift
really
can...
solid play by ViViD there.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's one thing Lift can take away, it is his map choice next. And it will be Oxygen 1.
Someone's asking what exactly means micro. We're basically referring to how people control their units when we say that.
Yeah. So the way ViViD kept moving that tech around, dodging the units, killing trucks, killing dozers.
Right, the multitasking as well, where while he was doing that, he was still popping his quads, getting rid of the Dragon Tank, for example, evacuating the RPG.
Yeah.
That kind of falls under micro.
I just thought that was formidable. It was the perfect tech. Like, I think when you're GLA, you want to have a decent tech, and sometimes I'll say, you know, get a 6 or 7 out of 10 with that first tech and see what you can do. But that was literally a 10 out of 10. He just won the game with a tech.
Didn't lose it the whole game, right?
No, didn't lose it.
Incredible.
Well, we have the next game, and it is a vanilla China, once again for ViViD down in the south. Lift Truck has changed colour. And he is now...
he's trying the purple now.
He's in the purple with the GLA Demolition. A little bit of a... well, he's gone against policy. I think the referees would like him to stay as one colour, but I think we'll forgive him on that after what it just experienced.
Might just be random as well, where he forgot to pick his power. Colour, I mean.
The ViViD opens with the barracks here. 3 supply opening for Lift Truck.
Yep.
Do you know something quite scary, if I'm just speaking out loud?
What?
Well, ViViD rates his own level based on his name, doesn't he? And it goes from anything from
small ViViD.
It goes from anything from V to lowercase ViViD, as we see now, to lowercase OOE ViViD to OOE ViViD with capitalization. So, in his own mind, he's 2 levels away from his
saving that for the final.
I hope not. Well, we see it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No. We have a truck rush and an oil grab coming down this right side. And actually, there's nothing in position here from Lift Truck. But he does get his first technical out, so can look to intercept. And he will need to, and he is. He does see it.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay. Let's be turning for that worker. At least gets 1 worker out of it. I mean, that's smart as well by ViViD. It's little things like that. He probably thought he wouldn't get much done in the worker line, so at least let me get 1 worker out of it.
Yeah. Like that from Lift. Denies that oil.
Yeah, gets rid of the oil immediately.
Yeah. And he could get a bit of a scrap on that quad there, which will help things.
Which is helpful against the Gatlick's opening.
Ooh, a dozer. He didn't go for it.
Does he have anything inside left?
No.
Ah, it's an empty one. Okay.
But he's got some good map coverage here, Lift Truck.
Yeah, wants to deny that oil on the right, and
I'd say he's looking better in this game. Now, I mean, if you're Lift, you're just thinking things are not going my way, right? Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, I'm 1-5 and he gets that oil in the very last second. That can be frustrating.
Yeah. It's not game ending though. Lift's still in a good position here, I feel. But there are a lot of
helixes. Game ending, but it's almost like an extra. Well, it's like 2/3 of a licks, an empty licks at least.
Yeah.
That ViVid's gonna have extra just because he got that oil now.
He did kill that oil, but he has found a little gap in Lift Truck's defences here, and 3 workers get picked off, and he decides to save the
He's really good
licks.
at poking with these Gatlickses. Did it against the USA as well, picking up 3 units.
Yeah. Ah, now that's one way Lift can get a win here. Getting rid of the dozers. 1 remains.
Yeah.
But hold that thought. There is a bit of a licks poke in the mid.
And I mean, it's really not easy to be using Lixes against stealth, especially a player of
He's
Lift's
demo.
he's
He's demo, yeah.
But just in general against GLA, it's not that easy.
No, it's not easy when there's quads and tunnels everywhere, stingers. Ouch! Got to be careful here with those quads.
We're looking to capture that artillery platform.
Also, prep to capture the oil as well. But there are more Lixes.
There are a lot of Lixes.
Being prepared, yeah.
But GLA is getting pretty rich at this point. So probably needs to get going with the Lixes soon.
No palace has been started though.
No tunnel on the left either. And, okay, your screen was... I didn't see it myself. Okay.
Well, you predict the future because there's about to be no tunnel on the left.
There's not gonna be a tunnel.
Oh, he pops though. Oh wow, that's a Fargo pop. That's a Fargo pop.
Kill a single Lix there, wow.
And ViViD's just farmed a whole bunch of XP, and Lift is in panic stations again because there are flamers here and there are Lixes in the base, so you then are forced to make a choice as the GLA. What do you hold on to? ViViD decides to combo his army a little bit here, but the Stinger is actually pretty clutch. It is killing one Helix. It might kill a second. It will. It will kill a second, and nearly a third, yeah.
First sort of mistake by ViViD, but Lift still not on a palace, right? And
ViViD's about to be level. Well, he is level 3, and he's about to have his CC. Lift has also forgotten
this terrain against Dragon Tanks can be not too easy since you only have quads in Lift shoes right now.
Yeah.
It's not like an unupgraded Scorp would do it much better here. So...
No.
I'm not blaming him for only having quads, but...
Oh my... Oh my word. Quitting there,
I think... It's also quitting when you're still on 3 supplies.
I think he's mentally broken now. I think that's it. I think ViViD is just...
Bit of a shame, actually, because... Yeah, because I think Lift can definitely do better than what he's showing right now. And not to take anything away from ViViD, who's been playing great throughout the whole set, but it seems like Lift is struggling a little bit here.
Well, like we said in that Vendetta game, you have the perfect start as China. Anyone else you face, you think I'm good here. I'll just close this game out, and you lose to 1 unit. I mean, what does that do to you mentally?
He didn't just have a great start. He got a second Gatling into the worker line as well.
Yeah,
I think
actually
everything was going great except for that one tag, basically. And ouch, that was very painful.
I actually think he got 2 gat. I missed one. He got a gat in the main, and he got a gat on the second supplies.
And another on the left supply as well.
Yeah.
So and then even did follow-up damage after the great start.
And that tech just ran round doing circles, winning the game on its own. That was just crazy. And Lift didn't even have a dreadful start there. I mean, he cleared a few Lixes, and I agree with you. I think that was a premature surrender there. You were still on 3 supplies. You're still demo.
I think it was going to be very hard with the delayed palace, but it's not a position you normally surrender in if you're very confident. You know,
I think you
feel good about.
Yeah, I think you've got to hang in there and cash bounty it up and just make it as difficult as possible. Like the eco is not crazily different. He'd still had an oil in his base, which I think he'd forgotten to capture, but that was brutal. And the harsh reality is we're in a situation now where Lift TrucK can't afford
needs to
lose any more games. Yeah.
And the next one's going to be very hard already.
I mean, do you want to be on the line, your final on the line to a Vanilla China when you're Vanilla China? I'm not sure.
No.
Feels
But
pretty
really
rough.
outstanding play by ViViD throughout the series as well. He's really shown up. Very few mistakes, very solid play.
He's just very humble and modest. Yes. Like, he calls himself rusty and slow, but I mean, he's shown some incredible zero in this set and throughout this bracket and World Series already. Yeah. So we wait for the outcome of the reverse of that matchup, and if Lift can get a win there, all I'm going to say is fair play, because how are you going to feel? How would you guys feel if you're 6-1 down against ViViD? You've not even played that badly, as we've seen.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Because if anyone is saying, like, oh, TrucK plays badly or whatever after this set, this should not be your takeaway. I think the narrative should be that ViViD played really well so far.
Yeah. No,
and everyone's going to look worse against someone playing at that level of ViViD.
Yeah, I agree.
He's been very good in the past, and he looks just as good now again.
Yep.
He does not look rusty to me.
No, he really doesn't. And the scary thing is, he can still improve, right? Because if you just take the amount of games he's actually played this year, it's hardly any. It's unbelievable level, really. Yeah. So there we are. He was a bit of a shock qualifier. I think he qualified quite late to this World Series. He wasn't even in pot 2, I don't think. I think he was actually in pot 3. So the fact that he is one game away from the World Series final after being in pot 3.
Poor Mojo, man. He qualified as pot 1, didn't he? Only to then get matched up against ViViD early.
Yeah. So during that action, I missed a super chat there from Kiltol, who said the Green Beast is back, baby. And sounds like we've got an English follower here who also came in with a $13.16 donation with cheers, mate. So thank you, Phil, for the cheers, mate. Yeah. B Legacy says, is ViViD making you worry now? And people are saying I'm sweating. Hey, let me just enjoy the last 24 hours, and you're actually spoilering, by the way, for people who may not have seen the outcome of that. But at the very least here, Lift is putting up a fight because the replay is still not out, so that takes a bit of courage to do that. Let's have a little look at chat. Meanwhile, people are saying about myself and Marikar should be put on different sides of the bracket. Well, the way I believe the pots are done, because there are 4 pots when the 64 bracket grid is made, all what's classed as master players go into pot 1 automatically, and ViViD actually lost his master status because of inactivity. I think from what we've seen just in this, he's probably going to get it back. Is what I would say. But yeah,
it should just stay with him at this point.
Yeah, so I think there were 5 masters that went into pot 1, which was myself, Marikar, Tumstep, Big Size, and am I missing someone? TrucK, of course. So they were the 5 that went in pot 1. Then there was a couple of qualifier best of 1 tournament winners that went into pot 1, and I believe the rank 1 player on ZH Ladder went into pot 1. So those 8 players at random get spun, and they get distributed across the 64 player bracket. And it just so happened that Marikar, myself, and even Tumstep, who's been performing pretty good as well, we were all on the same side of the bracket, the left side of the bracket. So that is just pure luck. What is also pure luck, or unluck as you want to phrase it, is that all 4 sort of clanmates, my clanmates, OOE clanmates, were distributed in equal corners, which is, well, for those who are into probabilities, I'm not, but it sounds pretty unlikely for that to happen. So that is how we are where we are in the final 4, all being from the same clan. But yeah, there is currently no method to rank or seed or place the players based on, say, rank 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just done as a top 8, essentially. But that's up to the hosts, and I guess if there's enough traction for it from the players and the viewers, maybe next year's host will look at it. Remember, the host changes every year, so just what you see this year might not be the same as next year, as we've seen with this new map ban and pick system. Something that I quite like is that it's traditionally remained as, in recent years, random reverse. I think that is a good change. In the old days, the very first World Series, unbelievably, was random versus random. The luck factor in that. Do you remember those days of random versus random? Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least with the random reverse, it's as fair as you can be, I would say. Yeah, and that is true, what Marikar's saying there. That top 8 seeding started when Marikar and ViViD actually met in round 3 a couple of years ago. You really don't want those two players to meet in round 3, for example. So that was pretty rough, yeah. So that is where we're at. And, I mean, based on viewers, on players interested in the game, on sponsorship, on level of play, and on organisation, I think the World Series is getting better and bigger each year. I think that's a fair assessment to say. I don't know your thoughts on that, but yeah, seems to be the case. So that is where we are.
Yeah, the whole ban system and everything looks kind of fun as well. Never had it myself when I played, but it looks kind of... It's something new.
As a selfish player, I don't know if I prefer not having it, you know? Just being able to choose the map as I go, I kind of like.
Right.
But, yeah,
I'm not sure it's better, but it's something new at least, and they're trying new stuff.
Yeah. I haven't hated it, you know, it's just means your maps are up front, and that's it. That's all it is, and you can't change your mind along the way. So there we are. Mr. X, another granny in the chat. Hoo-hoo. Mr. X says, even in random versus random, the best players won back in the day. Yeah,
it depends.
But
if you play like a best of 7, it's very easy to get good armies there and win. Like, of course, if ExCal's playing against a semi, he's gonna win regardless of the matchups. But yeah, I don't know. If you get super weapon air 4 times against Mauer, I don't like your chances.
No. Or in those days, TrucK against tank or something on some of these maps where your second supply was so hard to take. Some of these official maps, you know. Yeah. So there we are. So we are doing a bit of chat interaction here since we have no delay, and Aham Mona comes in with the £5 donation and says thank you for screaming and for the great effort. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah. Now, I don't want to jinx anything or predict anything, but we do have another replay. That game lasted a while. And on that map, I don't know who that's going to favour or not. So, yeah, we're going to jump in and we're going to find out with the other 600 odd people in the chat as we jump into the reverse of that game. Replay has just been put in the folder. Here we go. And there it is, Oxygen 1. And it is ViViD in the north with the GLA Demolition. And in the south it is TrucK. Yeah. Yep. With the Vanilla China.
Is it gonna be a similar build here by Lift? Doesn't look like... Oh. A little bit slow with the second dose already.
Is that an... Oh my word. You see that? Is that...
She looks shaky overall.
Is that indecision? Is that... What
I
is it?
almost think he originally planned to go for an oil, but then noticed he messed up with the doser, like not going through the CC and getting the barracks late, that he maybe last second decided against it. I'm not sure what it was, but it didn't look like pre-planned, you know? that seemed like a bit panicky.
Yeah. Well, in the end, it's 3 supplies and a single war factory. ViViD, meanwhile, interesting layout. He's gone just for the 2 supply. That's almost anticipating the Mimic truck rush. He's literally protected against that. But the truck rush is actually on the left side. But ViViD will hop into this tower here. So, in a way, he seemed prepared for a truck rush on either flank, didn't he? Based on just his tunnel layout. Seemed pretty cool.
Yep.
And he's gonna.
That one.
Oh, look.
Oh.
He makes it impossible to scrap deny it the way he did that.
Yep.
Good news for Lift is he has cleaned that tunnel out, and
Quick reaction by both of them. Lift changing the direction of the flame wall, but also ViViD instantly reacting to it.
surprised ViViD's going into the base here, not repairing that tech. But we'll see how it pans
You know, I'm
out.
not going to question what he does with tech.
No, okay, fine, yeah. That's fair enough.
I was thinking the same, but I was like, let me just sit back and watch what he's going to do.
Yeah, okay, I'm just going to watch it.
And it's going to heal.
Oh, okay, fine, yeah, there you go. You're right, yeah, fine, okay.
So why would you go back, waste time, you know, when you can
Oh
just win the
my
game
word,
with
he's already got a
first
super
tech
tech.
again.
Oh my word.
Oh my.
Well, Lift has done a bit of economical damage here. The
Okay.
Flamer was killed. And Lift this time says, right, I'm actually going to get a flying unit so I don't lose to a technical again. And I like his choice there. Oh,
Oh.
good deny on the tunnel there.
Does have 2 quads in place already though, so it's not actually going to amount to too much, but killed some workers, and at least he has a licks this time to deal with attack, because you're usually not killing it with ground units only.
Look at him going around taking these buildings. He's
Yep,
got
a lot of vision on the map.
He's got every building on the map.
Like
I mean,
you could talk to his point of
I
view
was
right
about
now,
to
you
do
would-
it. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is what ViViD sees right now. Most of the map.
He did lose a decent amount of workers. That's the only thing Lift has going for him now.
He's just preemptively killed those 2 oils in the middle.
Yeah.
Lift must be getting nightmares about these techs. Look at it. It's so frustrating because when you want to just like rally units out and flamers out on the map and actually do some good clearance, he can't do any.
Even denying that capture on the right side in the meantime.
I think this is classified as on point, is what we're seeing here. Or locked in. One way or another. Well, this was a long game, guys, so don't count your chickens just yet, because it's looking good for ViViD at the moment, but let's see what Lift can do. He's killed the super tech. Now that must be a great relief to kill that super tech.
Yep. Done up to 3 elixirs now.
What is ViViD doing behind this? He's about to upgrade a second arms dealer. 4 supplies, and he's preparing to capture an oil as well. And the good news for Lift Truck here is there is a vast open area in the middle here which he could actually take. But where is the dozer? The last dozer's over here. Oh wow. That you know he just denied that scaffold. And Lift is running with that dozer.
Yep.
That's the unfortunate thing right now. I feel like if Lift had 2 dozers, he could quickly expand here and maybe leave 1 dozer at home and feel safe. But you really don't feel safe going out with your last dozer with the way ViViD's been marauding around the map throughout this set.
Yeah, there's a lot of dragon tanks here, so Lift might clear that location. Comboing nicely with the legs.
That was a funny interaction, yeah.
Short-lived stay there.
Yeah. Well, Lift is actually trying to push a little bit down this right side.
Of that dragged. Oh, that demo trap.
He has cleared the demo traps.
Still killed one.
Yeah. There's a lot of quads here.
Another demo trap in place. Yeah, the main issue for Lift is I think he needs a fourth supply and very fast as well.
Well, he won't get hunted. He has built his CC. ViViD on top of the pops at the moment. And a little bit of a quad poke.
Maybe
moving.
a little bit late on the palace by ViViD. Okay, I think he just might have...
Just started it there, yeah.
Yeah. So a 2.5k drop. Oh.
Okay, so Lifter's decided to commit now that he's seen ViViD moving across the map here.
Yeah.
And it was a good choice.
Seems like the right choice to me as well.
Yeah.
Can't go back for that.
He's going to pick off an oil. And that
Probably
works
hope
out...
to kill enough to get to level 3.
Well, as I say, that works out fairly okay for Lift, because ViVid's quads haven't achieved that much, and actually ViViD in the process lost an oil and a supply here, but he's now looking to poke down this right side.
That's where also that little RPG he put in earlier comes in handy, because ViViD basically saw that the right side was open because of that RPG, allowing him to do that.
Yeah. Oh, ViViD's just walked over 2 mines. That's how...
He's actually Jesus.
Yeah, I was about to say it, yeah.
Just walks over there.
Oh, and those mines in a way forced him to pull back, and actually that carpet therefore misses, and the ore goes down.
So after all is this being said and done, Lift's gonna be, I guess, on 3 supplies?
1, 2, 3. He's actually on 4.
Oh, he's gonna be on 4. Okay.
For now.
But ViViD's palace, I guess, must have finished now.
Well, that's a free pick-off. It's a bit of a harassment attempt from ViViD, but the Lix Blob can clean that up for free. And actually, if these flamers were paying attention...
Okay. Gets away.
Not the best firewall. Is Lift going to jump on this? He is. Okay, let's see.
Oh, no. But what's in the mix?
He went back. I think he should have committed. There's even more quads coming in now.
Yeah. Hard to say. Maybe he also saw the quads on the left as well and got scared there. But it's not gonna look better in the future.
That's what I mean, yeah.
If you lose that supply, I think you kind of need to hold on to it as well.
Yeah. I think he had to hope he got a good engage there.
Sometimes it's better to go out with a fight, I think.
Yeah.
Than to slowly get chipped away.
Yeah, I agree.
But he did hold on to it, so can we make his trucks and start saturating that supply again?
I mean, we also have to bear in mind here, this is a map ViViD's probably not seen much of. Oxygen 1. When has he played it? Because he weren't about last year, was he, in the World Series?
I don't know. Does he even need to play maps?
No, does he? Well, ViViD is now on the demo bytes. He doesn't have demolition upgrade yet. He does have his command center, so it is unfortunately about to go from bad.
Keeping the squads alive as well. Look how better they are.
Yeah, but it's going to go from bad to worse for Lift if he's now having to deal with demolition upgraded bikes and potentially AP bulleted quads. It's, as you say, not getting any better. He's trying to get a stranglehold over the middle again. And there's a decent looking carpet. That's
Kinda.
Well,
I mean, it takes. Yeah.
I think Lift should have committed with all his flamers and elixirs with that carpet because
I think there's still the palace that you probably need to kill to win the game, and there's a supply you would like to.
Yeah, if you clear that, you actually give yourself a shot. Well, here we see it now.
He's doing it now.
So that was basically for free there for Lift.
Yeah. I mean, this game also shows how good Lift is. Like, for those, I don't know, making fun of him or like flaming him for losing to ViViD. Not many of you would get into that position right now as China after starting the game.
Well, it just crossed my mind, if Lift actually wins this game, after what happened on Vendetta... Oh wow, that's a big demo ambush.
Oh, absolutely crucial ambush there.
Then I was going to say fair play to him, but he's still in a decent position. The palace does go down here. It fully goes down. Fully goes down.
Oh, Lift's floating a bit behind us, but so is ViViD.
ViViD doesn't have the greatest market count, and he's just lost his palace.
Yeah, if there was one thing to maybe criticize on ViViD's part is maybe sometimes the macro could be a bit better. Could have gotten the palace a bit earlier.
Lift
maybe
can't
a couple more markets at this stage.
Lift can't afford moves like that though, losing full helixes for free.
Does he have AP bullets?
Nope.
It's maybe another thing he could have at this point, being up against China with a lot of flexes.
Yeah. I can hear bikes, and there they are. Demolition upgrades. I'm gonna... Oh, he's got junk repair, interestingly, but not the AP bullets just yet. That's an interesting upgrade to rush. Artillery deployed. I mean, that
definitely helps against the flame walls, I think.
That looks like a good place to do it, the artillery.
And one of the further back rooms, actually. I think
Okay, he actually was... Ooh!
Ooh!
That artillery clipped those quads.
Very close.
Yeah. But didn't kill them.
Both players floating. So kind of a lot there.
Still no AP.
There's a lot of action.
No AP bullets still. Could just detonate that. Oh. Well, Lift is pretty close to level 5 here.
Mm-hmm.
What is he doing at home? That is a mine drop.
Okay. Good connection there. Killing 2 of them.
Well, the palace is back up, and he is actually dropping markets now, but it's going to be a long slog if he's going to camp this out, ViViD.
Needs to try to camp until level 5,
Yeah. But Lift doesn't even have a propaganda, so Lift is looking to end this game with Flamer, MiG, and Helix.
Mm-hmm.
Still no AP bullets, so he's making this harder for himself than he needs to. ViViD here.
Yeah, but look at those low HP quads. Like, just saving a couple of them also makes the chunk repair upgrade really good.
Yeah. And look at him.
I think he's got both now.
He's definitely doing a hold the line approach here.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a decent amount of quads now.
Yeah.
There is a carpet. What is it on? Probably just the 2 tunnels there.
That's an EMP, I think. It is.
Okay.
A lot of those quads are
How
locked.
much can he kill after deactivating it, though?
Maybe not a lot if this Scud launcher fires.
Yeah.
He does have AP bullet quads now. 2 flamers go down. 3 flamers go down. And that is ViViD getting closer to level 5.
He's grabbed up his boss as well.
I mean, this is attack against defense, but is Lift... I mean, Lift is floating 17k. You could do so much with that. Has he built a prop yet? He's just started the prop. 2 more flamers go down. Bus is bopped. 4 flamers go down. In come the MiGs.
And that's a good pop by ViViD as well at the back there.
Oh, the MiGs retargeted to the pop, but all the Lixes pretty much go down here.
Ooh. And I mean, ViViD's almost level 5.
Yeah.
And once he N-tracks that position, there's not a whole lot getting in there. Probably wants to kill some TrucKs depending on how much money there's left in the middle.
Bus is up. I mean, Lift is giving this a good go. He's literally attacking from 3 different locations.
Yeah.
But ViViD is defending in 2 of them. The mid is the one position where he now is reacting.
Very close to level 5 now.
Oh. Wow. Don't tell me that survives. Okay. Scud Launcher goes down. Well, 10k of
5.
Lift's 17k float has now gone. And it's just continued.
Most is mined out except for the middle now, eh?
Yeah. Everything's
well,
being...
even the middle is almost mined out.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, on ViViD side there's still mined.
But is Lift making any headway here?
Well, you need to get rid of those markets.
Yeah. ViViD is level 5 now. There is a little bit of a breach through this right side. And I think one market went down to the hole there. And there is the Anthrax on that central location.
It's gonna be some nice cash as well for ViViD.
Just watching it now.
With extra cash.
Cash bounty right
But
by
he picked Scud Launcher as well, so
yeah.
It's gonna be a bit less cash.
Wow, that was on a fake market. This is... He sneaked right by the command center here.
A bit scary at the edge, but... I mean, the EMP was still on cooldown when he did it. And I think the carpet's been used as well, so maybe there wasn't actually much.
Yeah, maybe he knows that most things have been used here.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look what was in that
Big
tunnel.
pop there.
He only popped half of it. That CC's
Oh my God,
going
that's
down.
gonna be the CC. And that's...
At the same time though, Flamers are pushing.
Yep.
So one market will go down there. Palace will remain.
Oh, he didn't actually click down the CC yet.
Lift is desperately trying to make another dozer here. Does he not have any dozers? Oh, he has one making a CC.
But even just not having to deal with Chen abilities for a while is very nice for ViViD now.
He does have a second here. But Lift is in panic stations once again, and what do you do against these vetted quads? I think ViViD is about to make the World Series final here. With a disgusting scoreline, let's be honest. I mean...
Yeah.
I actually don't think there's any players that would do this to Lift TrucK right now. Really? This sort of scoreline. It's...
Very clean play by ViViD throughout.
Oh my word. He just absolutely melted the airfield with the demo ambush. And all of a sudden, Lift is out of options. And he has GG's.
Nice effort by Lift still. I mean, he made ViViD sweat here with demo.
Yeah.
If he didn't float as much as he did in crucial moments, could have maybe taken that game as well. So, yeah, well played, I think, to both.
Yeah.
Very strong performance by ViViD throughout the set.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to try and do is get both players on for an interview, maybe separately, because I think people speak more freely when they're on their own, actually. Just to get an idea of some of the thoughts and feelings through that set. ViViD has agreed to it, so I think I need to make a new group, Spalding, and call that group.
Sure.
So we'll do that first. So if I add you and ViViD to a group, we'll give it a call. Bear with me.
Already.
Yep. And if there's any questions in the chat, feel free to pop up, because we are live here with no delay, and I should be able to answer some of your questions. Right, I'm making the group now, so I'll call that.
Okay.
So ViViD says he's just connecting his mic.
Yep.
So any questions you want to ask whilst he's getting connected?
Oof. Not sure I have anything in particular in mind. I could look at the chat as well. Maybe someone has a question they want to ask, and I could forward that one.
Yeah. Daniel wants to ask, has he been spamming before the World Series? That we can ask. Which game made him the most nervous? Well, that's if ViViD gets nervous, but I'm happy to ask it.
Yep.
Yeah, so bear with us. Guys, ViViD's finding a microphone. It's been a while. It has been a while.
I like Killer's reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Killer is also a player that's improved a lot, and
Yep.
considered a high pro now, and he's shocked at this scoreline.
I mean, Lift, I think, usually does well against Killer. I could be wrong on that. I'm not like totally up to date. So
Yeah.
it must be kind of shocking, you know. The guy who usually does well against you suddenly loses 1-7.
Yeah, he did put on a great show. I will forward that. And that is true. People want to know ViViD's secret. How can he be this good? Yeah, that's very true.
Oh, I think he's here now.
Hello. Let's see if his mic's connected.
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Can
We
you guys
can.
hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
It's been a while, ViViD. Not heard your voice for a while. Nicely done. And,
Yep.
yeah,
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Well played.
and congratulations. Message from the chat, and this is a nice compliment. Thank you for putting on such a good show. So there you are. How do you feel?
Pretty good, yeah. Yeah, I didn't underestimate Lift, so I came in full try hard. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Well, based on that, people are saying, what's your secret? How can you have such a break and come back with such a level? I know you yourself, and it's true, will say maybe you're not at your absolute best yet, but I think some of the things you did in this set were kind of unbelievable, like that tech on Vendetta after such a bad start you had with this truck rush and stuff. But what do you say to people saying, how do you do that? How do you come back so good?
Yeah. It's a tough question. I'm not really sure. I mean, there's nothing really special I do, I think. So, yeah, maybe it's yeah, just used to like microing, maybe from other games too, which yeah, have good hand coordination. So
Maybe.
I don't really get rusty in that terms. Maybe.
Yeah, the control element. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
I
just
think it's mainly the strategy element and the new maps that I'll probably be lacking in. And yeah, I think so far I'm way more comfortable with the new maps. But definitely
okay.
I think there's still room for improvement, definitely.
Yeah. So you'd say you like the map pool actually, even though a lot of these maps you've not seen before, you quite like these new maps.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I think they're
Nice.
a breath of fresh air compared to the typical 2 supply maps. So yeah, it's really nice to see.
Great. I mean, there's obviously a lot on the line here. It was mentioned yesterday, and I mentioned it at the start of the stream, that the difference between 4th place guaranteed and a 2nd place guaranteed was actually $3,000. So this was essentially a $3,000 set, and obviously a lot of pressure comes with that. But I think people in the chat are asking, do you feel the pressure, or were there any points in this set you were a bit nervous, or was it all pretty chill from your point of view?
I think it was pretty chill overall. I think 2 reasons. Yeah, as in I've been in many tournaments before. That's one. So
Yeah.
I'm a bit used to it.
True.
And this World Series, I kind of just joined for the vibes.
Okay.
And yeah, surprised I got this far, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, joining for the vibes has gone.
There you have it, guys.
It's gone
Just
pretty well so far.
fine
Yeah.
with vibes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
see you in the finals.
We'll see you in the finals. Yeah. I mean, no disrespect to.
Very impressive.
Very impressive. I mean, no disrespect to Lift. I actually think he's probably the most improved player this year, and I don't think there's actually anyone who can do this sort of scoreline to Lift at the moment. So what you've done, I just think, is exceptionally impressive. And I know it's pretty late for you, so we won't keep you too long. But congratulations, yeah, just very well played. Thanks for putting on a great show.
Yep. Congratulations. Glad to see you play and joining the World Series.
Yep. And I'm sure the viewers and the fans will say, please keep playing. They like seeing you.
Yeah. I can't guarantee how active I'll be after the World Series, but yeah.
Well, you don't need to be active. Just join the World Series.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, looking forward to the finals.
Yep.
Versus you, obviously. I think it's definitely going to be a tough set, and yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But
Are
hopefully,
you gonna close Valorant while playing the finals?
no, don't keep it open, please, ViViD.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, I look forward to a good show. I think it'd be Epic Games. We got an Epic streamer for that, I believe, in Dominator. I think that maybe is yet to be confirmed, but he's done previous finals, right? So should be lots of hype and some GGs. Yeah, look forward to it.
Yeah. Before ending, I guess I'll just want to say, like, thanks to all the fans or supporters. I guess while I was gone, I got a lot of nice messages, and
nice.
Yeah, I do know I have some fans out there. Nice. So yeah. Thank you, and yeah, the wins for you guys too.
Well, I think you always showcase top-notch micro, which is always amazing to see, and the multitasking, and you are probably the most modest expert on the game, so I think rightly so that you have a lot of followers, so yeah, well played.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let you crack
I guess
on.
it's another thing some people were asking, like, are there going to be any ViViD streams?
Oh.
Your fans were asking.
I've got messaged that like too many times. At the moment, no, but maybe in the future, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
No promises.
Stay tuned, guys.
Okay. Well, that would be amazing. ViViD streams for an end of year present. That sounds good to me. Okay. Well played. We'll let you crack on. Thanks for hopping on, and have a good rest.
Yep.
Now, whatever the time is there, probably pretty late. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Thanks,
all right.
guys.
GG's. See you soon.
Cheers.
Okay, guys, so we will now hop on with TrucK and just get a little interview there, because it'd be interesting to get his take on if he felt a bit pressured and how that went for him. So we'll just give him a call as well.
Yo.
Hello, Lift.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, TrucK.
Hey, well,
What's
yeah.
the question? What's up?
Well, obviously, firstly, commiserations. I mean, we're at a stage now where, and obviously the other semi-final was yesterday. Whatever happens here, whoever doesn't win is disappointed. But the silver lining is we were all guaranteed $1,500, right, going into these final two games, and of course, there's still a lot to play for the third place prize. Going into this set, I was saying Lift, and I know it's like hard straight after the set, but I was actually saying you were probably the most improved player this year, and your level's like really high, and this I think was a bit of a shock in terms of what's just happened now. So, what do you put it down to? Like, did you feel like pressured, or did you think ViViD just played super good? Or I mean, he did play super good, yeah, but.
He did play good, but the thing is, I even said it in group. The time zones is also really like problem for me to play on that time. Also, if you remember on the arrangement group, I said today I'm gonna come from army, straight army with no sleep. So I only had time to take a little bit of nap, and I woke up and played a couple of games with Killer, and that's it.
Right.
So I started this high level set with basically less sleep, no warm up and this stuff. But it's still, I think the matchups also weren't that much like my favorites. Only like China matchup, China GLA. It was just China GLA,
right.
China V. I think we got like China V for like 6 matchups. I don't know.
Right.
So yeah, I think all of that added up and basically caused that score, I think.
Yeah, I can understand.
But usually I wouldn't. Yeah.
Like, I think it does make a difference, like your conditions around the set in terms of what, like how you go into it. I know in the past, if I've played like a challenge ill or tired or underprepared because I've come from work or something, I definitely play worse. So
for sure,
that's understandable. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I don't think we could have even had find the time if we couldn't play, because his time zones are really difficult. He plays like it was 2 p.m., 3 p.m. for me, and it was I just came back from shift, But yeah, I think
it's a fine line
really,
because the hosts, of course, want to push deadlines and make the games as quickly as possible. I mean,
and you guys played as well.
Yeah, I mean, we played yesterday, and I have to confess, because my conditions last year weren't great. I moved house and I played a bit like you, tired and I felt a bit underprepared.
Yeah.
I was actually allowed by the wife to take a few days off on what was classed as the semi-final week, just because I wanted to try and get my conditions better. So yeah, I literally cancelled work to prepare for it. But I know not everyone's in that position they can do that, so it's fair enough. And I mean, even though you might think you could have played better, I actually don't think, and Spalding would agree, I think, with this, I don't even think you played that badly. But stuff like on Vendetta, you had a great start as China. I just don't think anybody can do what he did with that tech. It was just unbelievable. He just sort of won the game with one tech, and it's hard to know what you can do against that. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do either. It's like unbelievable, really, when you had the perfect start as China. So, yeah.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest takeaway from the set as well. Is like, I don't think you played that badly. Lift, I think ViViD played really well, and you still made huge progress. Like in the last year or two, you went from being like an unknown semi to like now being in the top 4. So you should still be happy and proud of yourself.
Yeah, obviously. I think that was great. I think last year I went into top 4 as well. I'm happy with it. I still gonna try and for the third place as well.
Yep.
And I think ViViD is really good player. Wish he was in other countries, so we could have everything would have been perfect. And I think he's really good guy, good player, and a really talented guy.
Really,
and
agreed.
The stuff he does is really unbelievable. And yeah.
I think one advantage, he said it himself on the interview. We said, does he feel pressure?
Yeah.
Is he nervous? He's completely relaxed. So if he's completely chill and relaxed, he's playing his absolute best level. I mean, I speak myself. I've had a lot of experience in tournaments. I was not relaxed yesterday. I started the set pretty bad. So when you got a guy who's just completely relaxed, it's very difficult facing that because he's not pressured, yeah. And he said he's joined for the vibes. So there you go. That's what you're up against.
Yeah, that's I guess the problem. Also the problem. Another problem I got. It was like you never know what's his worst map, what's his best map. I was just didn't know what to pick. I was, for example, I know that he is really good on those old maps. You know, they're like 2-3 supply maps.
Yeah.
But still, he played really epic on Shiva too.
Yeah. Well,
So
how confident were you going into this?
What?
How confident were you going into this?
I was the thing. I was like pretty confident, but I didn't know what's gonna happen. I didn't know because we played some games before even our set together against each other before like semifinals happened, and that wasn't this much difference. And I really think if it was like maybe other matchups, maybe other real good time, maybe it could have been a little bit different than this happened. 7-1 is not really something I would proud of, but it's still I think those stuff added up, and him playing good, me not playing perfect, all of that caused the 7-1, I think.
Yeah, I don't think the scoreline is like indicative of the actual strength. Like, I don't think the disparity between you two is that high. So it looks really rough, the scoreline, but people really shouldn't read too much into the scoreline of one set. Don't be too harsh on anyone. Like, if they played many sets, I don't think all of them would end 7-1, obviously. So
yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
One grace of making the final four is when you lose a set, you still have another set to play. So we're all still basically practicing now for what is the 2 remaining finals, and still a lot to play for. Yeah, still going to be epic. So commiserations once again. But as I say, you still, even at the end there, we're still playing really well to push him back. It's just he had that little bit extra in a lot of games today, is what it seemed to be. So
yeah.
And you did well in the last game.
Yeah,
loaded a bit, but you did well. I mean, just to get into that spot against ViViD is not an easy task.
Yeah. I guess it is what it is. I'm gonna, I guess, prepare better for the 3rd place, and I'm looking forward to the final as well. Thanks for all the guys, the sponsors, you as a streamer, holding. Did you co-cast?
He did throughout. Yeah,
I did.
Why
do you think I'm here?
I don't know. You always here.
Just here for he's here for a chat, and he wants to do some puzzles in a minute. So that's why.
I don't know. Usually we all here. I thought you said let me join.
Okay. Just here to have a chat. Yeah.
Let me just join for the interview.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Now, if you watch it back, I think as always, Sported adds a good take on what's happening in the game. So yeah, it's a good watch. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 weeks to rewatch that set, but yeah.
Okay, fine. All right, we'll let you go then for now. But thanks for hopping on, doing an interview. Yeah, just wanted to hear like your thoughts on it, and good luck for the other
see
final.
See you guys next time, and thanks for all the people and the viewers.
Yeah.
See you. Bye.
And thanks, Sporting, for hopping on with the co-cast. So
sure,
I'll let you crack on as well.
Fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Great, good stuff. All right, well, I will bid you farewell, and I'll close out the stream with some good messages, and see you in the finals.
Yep. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Fun.
Thank you.
And
oh, I cut him off a bit early there. Anyway, that is it, guys. We've heard from the winner, ViViD, and we've heard from TrucK. So the finalists are revealed. So turn away now if you don't want a spoiler, but it will be myself against ViViD in the grand final, and Lift versus Marikar for the third place prize, which is also still a very big prize, so still a massive set to play. Hoping to produce some more epic games and finals for you guys, and we will see you in the final. Hope you enjoyed this one. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. Also, quick shout out to Ahmed and Lolodin for their super chats. They came during, and Casper as well. They came during some of the action, so I wanted to stay with the action. Thank you for the good wishes, guys. I'll do my best in the final as well. I think I'm going to need to bring my best, looking at what ViViD's just produced there. And hopefully we have an epic set. That's going to be it from me. Take care, GG's, and see ya.